10 billion years ago, a massive galaxy formed in our local neighborhood. Over its lifespan, it has devoured at least 2 smaller dwarf galaxies, and today, that cannibalistic neighbor, Andromeda, is now barreling directly toward us. To understand this diagram, look at the immense volume on the left. Andromeda holds roughly 1 trillion stars. The Milky Way, shown on the right, holds less than half that amount. It is an extreme cosmic mismatch. Andromeda is closing the gap at 110 kilometers per second. At that velocity, you travel from Earth to the Moon in under an hour. It isn't coming to this fight alone either. Andromeda's gravitational pull is so strong that it's dragging a smaller sidekick, the Triangulum Galaxy, right along with it for the ride. Our galaxy is firmly locked in the crosshairs of a heavier, faster cosmic predator. A collision is completely inescapable. When you picture 2 giant galaxies colliding, you likely imagine a chaotic demolition derby. Stars smashing into one another, planets exploding, and instant destruction. But the physical reality of space is dominated by overwhelming, absolute emptiness. The gaps between individual star systems are so immense that blunt force impacts between them are practically mathematically impossible. Shrink 2 average stars to small coins, and their separation equals placing one in Mumbai and the other in Delhi. Due to these massive gaps, the galaxies will pass right through each other like ghosts, without a single star trading paint. The violence of this merger comes from invisible, inescapable gravitational mechanics that will reshape both galaxies without a single physical crash. Long before the massive centers of these galaxies meet, their outer spiral arms will get tangled in a chaotic gravitational fistfight. We can see exactly how this plays out by looking at the antennae galaxies. When they collided millions of years ago, the tidal forces violently ejected massive tails of stardust and entire solar systems deep into open space. In the opening rounds, there is a 12% chance our solar system is slingshotted into the dead edges of the Milky Way. There's even a 2.7% chance we are stolen entirely, captured by Andromeda's gravity, and forced to switch teams. Drifting isolated in the outer rims might sound bleak, but it is infinitely better than sticking around for the definitive death blow preparing at the center of the newly merged galaxy. At the heart of almost every major galaxy sits a supermassive black hole. As Andromeda and the Milky Way merge, these 2 gravitational heavyweights will eventually sink to the center and meet face to face. Our Milky Way black hole packs the mass of 4 million suns. Andromeda's is 25 times heavier, holding the mass of 100 million suns. When these 2 colossal forces finally fuse, the immense friction and sheer volume of excess matter will ignite an active quasar right in the center of the newly formed Andromeda Galaxy. This new core aggressively devours surrounding gas and dust, blasting massive fountains of high-energy radiation that tear through surrounding star systems for millions of years. If Earth manages to stay anywhere near its current galactic radius, that quasar's radiation will cook our planet down to cosmic vapor. All of this terrifying galactic violence, the tidal slingshots, the quasar, the intense radiation, won't actually peak for another 4 to 5 billion years. By the time Andromeda's climax arrives, Earth will have already spent millions of years as a dead, uninhabitable rock. Our true executioner is the exact star currently keeping us alive. The Sun operates on a strict biological clock, and in roughly 3.75 billion years, its core will run out of hydrogen fuel. To survive, the Sun will start fusing helium. This process releases a massive amount of energy, forcing the star's blazing atmosphere to expand outward into a red giant, swallowing Earth's orbit entirely. We won't be around to watch Andromeda form. If humanity wants to survive long enough to meet our new galactic neighbor, our only option is to harness our curiosity, build the technology to leave this solar system, and find a new star before our own destroys us.